I'm Dr. Yong Hsin Ning, and I'm the founding partner of the Biz Lab. And the Biz Lab is a company that helps startups prepare to enter new markets and raise funding. Yeah, I'm not here alone today. I'm here with Yvette, my co-founder. Yvette, can you say hi to our friends in Budapest? Okay, so she's going to answer all your questions later. So Yvette and we are going to share something likely close to heart with all of you today, and it's how you're going to increase your chances of success when you enter a new market. And we're going to share some of the proprietary tools that we have developed and we have used with our clients to de-risk and increase your chances of success. So we know expanding into new market is very exciting, right? But there's also a lot of risk that needs to be managed, which has a direct impact to the commercial viability of your business. So even though your business may have worked well in your initial market, in your home ground, but it may not be the case in a new market. So as prudent founders here, I expect that you will spend a lot of time to analyze whether entering a new market is an opportunity or it's going to be a mistake. But we all know that assessing the potential of a new market is not easy at all. The first problem is that there's likely going to be a lot of ambiguities and uncertainties in a new market. You may have a lot of data, but what exactly is relevant to you? So you need to exercise a lot of judgment to assess the risk on your business. Secondly, you may not know what are the key indicators you are looking out for that acts like a signpost of whether it's a good opportunity or not. And because you don't have a clear framework of what to be looking out for, it's therefore difficult to systematically translate the data to insights and then to business strategies that will increase your chances of success in a new market. The good news is we can help. So over the years, we have developed a set of simulation tools that provides you with a systematic way to assess the viability of your business strategies and make better decisions when you are thinking about entering new markets. So this significantly reduces the risk of market entry because it saves you time and money from making costly mistakes. And finally, and most importantly, it relieves you from the stress of dealing with uncertainties. So in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to bring you through 2 simulation tools, which are very popular with the startups that we work with. So the first tool I'm going to share with you is called the Growth Simulator. So the Growth Simulator allows you to systematically simulate whether your growth strategy is going to be profitable or not. So it specifically looks at the relationship between your marketing, sales, and retention strategies with your profitability. The beauty of this tool is that we have done the thinking work for you. So we've identified the key business growth drivers in the tool, which you can see from the screen, hopefully. And the relationship between these drivers and the profitability is therefore very clear. So there's no guesswork on what levers drive profitability. So with the drivers pre-identified for you, it gives you back time to focus on the strategies and do the thinking work. So let's take a look at what kind of results you can expect to see from the simulator. So the first example of a report that you can see is a customer growth report. So you can clearly see from the screen here that the impact of the customer growth across new, retained, and referred customer based on the input parameters is very obvious. So we break it down. And you receive that immediate feedback of your growth strategy through this tool, instead of having to actually implement and then finding out later. So for example, if the report shows a stagnation of the retained customers, as you can see in the orange bar, it means that you need to rethink your retention strategy to increase your retention customers that you get from retention and referral. Another example of immediate feedback that you will receive is the profitability of your strategy. So similar to the customer growth report, it gives immediate feedback to you on whether your strategy is likely to work out or not, so you can avoid the costly mistake of only finding out later on when you embark on it. In addition to customer growth and profitability reports, we also provide key metrics that investors typically look out for. So investors are typically concerned about metrics like lifetime value of customers, cost of customer acquisition, and retention costs, because these metrics give a glimpse of the sustained viability of the business. This detailed report actually calculates these metrics for you automatically, correctly, and accurately. So there's no errors resulting from wrong calculation formula or broken links in Excel. And guess what's the best part of this tool? It is that you can run it again and again and again, easily and quickly in a very systematic manner, because all the levers are clearly laid out for you. So you can be very systematic in varying the levers and thinking through the various scenarios. So in summary, the growth simulator gives you a clear framework to test out your growth strategies. And this quick feedback gives you time, saves you time, and also saves you money from making costly mistakes. So we have used this growth simulator a lot with the startup founders we've worked with. And here's what Miriam has to say. She's a very smart and savvy businesswoman based in Australia, and her business is Maralytics, is in marketing analytics. And as part of her consultation with us in another accelerator program that we were working on recently, she used the growth simulator, and it enabled her to understand and shape her business trajectory. So she strongly recommends it. So we've just looked at the first tool, which is called the Growth Simulator, that looks specifically at the relationship between your marketing, sales, and retention strategies with your profitability. It can be used independently, or it can be used in conjunction with the second tool that I'm about to explain to you or introduce to you, and that's the cash flow simulation tool. So this second tool zooms out and addresses holistically the cash flow projections of a business over a 5-year period. And this tool is also capable of generating the investor valuation summary, which shows the investor X factor based on your projections. So similar to the growth simulator, the cash flow tool also provides a structured way for you to input your revenue and cost estimates. However, the real beauty is that it provides predefined scenarios so that at one glance, you can see the sensitivity analysis for both the revenue and the cost. So I'm very sure you know that research has shown that founders, me included, suffer from overconfidence bias. And having these predefined scenarios really help founders become aware of the exposure involved in their decisions. So this next report here that you see on the screen shows exactly the different levels of exposures and the break-even periods for the different predefined revenue and cost scenarios. So you understand the implications of the decisions that you are taking. So by now you would have realized that all these reports, it would be very easy to answer questions by investors or internal stakeholders about the impact of the business strategy on the viability of the business. And this especially helps when you're trying to raise funds from investors. Instead of going through 16 tabs of spreadsheets with many erroneous cells, the cash flow tool really helps you to explain your business strategy with confidence to investors. So Ken is one such founder who has benefited from the tool. So after helping Ken 3 years ago with steering the development of one of his companies called HiQ Connect, he came back recently for help to develop his cash flow projections and raising funds for Playcasta, which is a very, very exciting new NFT sports platform. So through the cash flow tool, he was able to get clarity on his upcoming 5-year projections and also anticipate the project potential roadblocks through the insights that he gets. And he's able to think about the solution to these roadblocks before he hits them in real life. So this was where we were at the beginning of the presentation. Overwhelmed with uncertainty, don't know what indicators to look out for, and not sure what action to take. So I hope that with the sharing that I have given over the past 10 minutes, I hope you are ready to be empowered to make decisions that will increase your chances of success in the new market. So we know this is not easy, and we would like to give you as much help as you need to succeed. So Yvette and I have prepared some gifts for those of you who are with us online, physically in Budapest as well. We would like to prepare some gifts for you to help you. So the first gift that we would like to give to you is that you will get free access to the 1-year growth simulator. So the first tool that I talked about. And if you need a ready-made case as a sample, we have also developed that. And you can follow the details in the case and see how it translates into the growth simulator. So we have actually modeled the case after a real company and used publicly available data where it's possible. But where it is not, then we have made some assumptions for us to illustrate the functions of the growth simulator. So, and finally, we would like to gift you a complimentary 30-minute consultation to answer one question that you may have in relation to estimating your growth or your cash flow projections. And you can also find the materials on our website, www.thebizlab.io. Okay? Or you can ask Adam for the pack, which has all these links. So we hope this session has been helpful to you, and these are our emails, and we hope to keep in touch and hear from you soon.